Hello guys, Absolute Duelist here, coming at you with another One Piece video, and in today's One Piece video guys, I have for you a Sakazuki versus Purple Luffy match. Now this is my first official game of OP05, and I chose to build Sakazuki. I thought Sakazuki was a really cool deck nonetheless. It is the best deck in the game, and I know people are probably going to say, oh, you're building it because of the meta. No, I built it because it's actually the hardest deck to play while being the best deck, because there is so much math involved while playing it. And also, this game was actually a really cool game because it is the two best decks in the game right now, basically on video, and I wanted to showcase it to see how this game would go. So, Purple Luffy went first, then I went second, played a Branu, and also discarded a Hino to draw a card, and I got a Kobe off the Branu. So, like, this game is going to be pretty cool. I accidentally forget that you need to go ahead and put the cards in the trash, because Branu puts them in the trash, not to the bottom of the deck, because, yeah, it's a mistake. But the Purple Luffy player is going to go ahead and take a life to gain a Dom. Swing 5, I trash the Kobe to go ahead and prevent it, and then he plays an ulti, which is going to go ahead and allow him to play a page 1. So he does go ahead and get 2 bodies on the board, which is very good for him, putting a 5 and a 6k, meaning he's going to be able to rush very easily into my leader to take some life out right there. So I go ahead and discard a Borsalino to go ahead and draw a card. And let's see what we're going to do though, because we do have 4 Don. We're going to go ahead and swing 6 into life, probably decreasing, I don't know, the page 1 maybe. And then he goes ahead and counters with a Khalifa, which is a 2k, so 6 to 7, meaning he doesn't take the life. And then I just pass after playing an ulti. Okay, pretty good, pretty good. So we got the ulti on the board, that's good removal, meaning he can't necessarily get rid of it as well. So he's going to swing 5, I choose to take the 5, swings another 5, I counter that, and then swings 6. Do I counter this as well? Interesting. Do I counter it? And I do counter it, putting me up to 7. He goes ahead and plays a Magellan, putting me a Don behind, which is a little unfortunate. But the good thing with Sakazuki is that you can play on 5 Don very easily, because a lot of your cards range from like 2 to 4 range of playing. So it's very good to have that range in this deck. So what are we going to do though? We've got a lot of options. It looks like I'm just currently debating how I want to play the turn. Like possibly playing maybe, I don't know. Like he's got the Magellan on the board, so I could potentially play a Rebecca, get the Hina that we discarded earlier. Decrease the Magellan and then swing with the ulti to go ahead and get rid of the Magellan. That's always an option. And we are going to do that from the looks of it. We're going to play the Rebecca, get the Hina. Hina's going to decrease the Magellan. Then we're going to put 1 Don onto the ulti and then just go ahead and straight swing into his ulti, getting rid of the Magellan. Now, does he want to keep the ulti alive? That's the question. He does choose to let it die. And I swing 5 into life. And it looks like he got a trigger. He got the Gum Gum Gatling, which gets him 1 Don. I think it's Gatling. No, it's Jet Gatling. It's Jet Gatling. My mistake. Right, so it's now the Luffy's turn. He's got 7 Don access to him. Like, he could play the 7-drop kid here, which isn't bad. He could go ahead and try to swing into life a bit, which would be good as well. Let's see what he wants to do, though. So he goes ahead and swings 6 into the ulti, but I do choose to block that. That's pretty good, so we keep that alive. Like, we want to keep our removal alive in this deck. Like, any removal that you have, like, especially on swing removal, is just very good. So just keeping it alive is nice. So he swings 7 into the ulti, and we just choose to discard 2 2Ks. No, blinking an eye, 7k into the ulti, and we keep it alive. Okay. So he goes ahead and plays his queen now, negging a Don to draw 2. Is he going to trash something good, though? That's the question. He goes ahead and trashes Gum Gum Jet Gatling again. Interesting choice to discard the Gatling. I think that's actually one of the better cards to keep in hand, just because it obviously means that your no counter cards have counter. So we go ahead and drop a Kuzan though. Good card to drop. So that's going to be able to decrease things by 4 and also gives us a draw. Okay. So it looks like I'm just currently thinking again. Like, as I said, guys, Sakazuki, it's a deck that actually does take a lot of thought. You've got to do the maths to make sure that you can decrease the Don enough to go ahead and hit things. So, like, you want to kill characters in this deck, and you've got to do the maths to get to that character kill. That's just how it works. So we rest 1. Ice Aging the Queen. Probably going to put some Don onto the ulti, and we do. We put 2 onto the ulti, swing into the page 1. Big sister killing little brother, or I think, is it the other way around? I can't remember. But he does discard a Trafalgar Lord to counter it. We go ahead and swing 5 into life though, 5 with the leader again, and he does choose to counter that. Okay, so he took 1 and countered with the other one, and uses the 2k as well to counter it. Okay, so he is now on 8 Don, could very easily be at 9 to play a 9-drop Kaido. Realistically, I think this is where you would want to play the 9-drop Kaido. Like, play the 9-drop, kill the Kuzan, swing into like the ulti or the Hina, just do some board cleanup here, right? I feel like that makes the most sense, right? So, what's he gonna do? It looks like he's just debating right now. Like, honestly, I feel like killing that board, and he's just gonna swing into the ulti, and I let it die. Swing 6 into the Hina, and I let that die as well. Okay, takes the life, and then, yep, gonna play the 10-drop Kaido. Oh, sorry, the 9-drop Kaido, get rid of my Kuzan, and put himself onto 4 Don, swinging 10 into life. Okay. So that's actually put him quite far ahead now. Like, that's not gonna be an easy play to deal with. So how do I want to play this turn then? I'm on a 9 Don turn. He's got 2 big characters. We go ahead and discard a Lucci to go ahead and draw 1. That's good for me, I guess, because it means, like, the Lucci against this deck isn't astounding. Like, it's not guaranteeing, like, multiple deaths most of the time. We go ahead and play a Branu, get a Great Eruption and a Borsellino, but we choose to take the Great Eruption. Okay, we're probably going to remove that page 1 then. We rest 1 to use the Great Eruption, drawing a card. Alright. Some good Donna management here. We're going to rest 2. Going ahead and Hound Blazing away the page 1, boosting my Branu, putting it on a 6k swing, meaning we're going to be able to get multiple swings out this turn, which is very nice. Now, what do I want to do here? Do I want to just go ahead and do a big swing? So we go 5 into leader, decreasing the Kaido for no apparent reason. He counters that. We go ahead and put 1 on the Branu. Okay. 1 on the Branu. I would probably... Thinking about it, I should have probably put more. Like, he's only on 1 life. He has 3 cards in hand. Or is it 4 cards in hand? Like, he's on very low Don. Like, this is probably the time to kind of stuff like pushing and forcing him to play blockers. So, what do we do then? I'm curious. Is he going to counter this? Because, like, 2 cards right now to keep the last life seems good. And he does choose counter it, counting with a Frenosuke and a Khalifa. I go ahead and play a Bartolomeo, though. Very good for me. Getting that blocker on the board, meaning I can block that 10k swing. Okay. But what are we going to do? Because he does have a very decent board right now. Like, against Purple Luffy, like, he could very easily go up to 7 Don, put his leader on 6k with an 8-drop kid. He could go ahead and play multiple blockers. Like, he does have quite a few options to play with right now. And I'm curious to see where it's going to go. Okay, so he puts 1 Don onto the Luffy, swings into the Branu, and I just let it die. Swings 10 into life, and I choose to take it. Plays the Kid. Okay, so he plays 5-drop Kid. That's very good. That means that his Don management just gets a lot better, and the blocker on the board is just going to give him that good protection. Like, he's on 1 life right now. He's in a bit of a threatening position. So putting that blocker down means that he's more protected, right? But if I have a way to remove that blocker, and okay, I dropped the Kuzan. Whoops. Yeah, I accidentally dropped the Kuzan, now that I remember. I was shuffling my hand, thinking what the best play to do here was, and I just dropped it by mistake. Like, it was a complete accident. So, but what is he gonna do? What will he do? I'm curious. So, it looks like I'm just currently doing maths. Right? I want to do the right maths to make sure that we can get to game. So we swing 8, meaning that he does have to use 2 cards to block with that Kid. Okay. And we decrease the Kid as well. So does he want to use the 2 cards in his hand to protect with the Kid? Or potentially just counter and keep the Kid alive? This is the question right now. Because I'm only on 1 life. If he has the ability to protect a multiple swings right now, I just kind of lose. So we need to see where he goes with this. Like, it looks like he is just doing a very big thing. Does he want to block? Is he risked a Borsellino? Like, do I have the ability to remove the blocker after this swing? Like, if I had, what, 3,000 worlds, I could very easily remove the Kid here. But I would have probably done that right away. Like, if I removed the Kid right away, swing for possibly, like, 7-7, then we would probably be able to win. Because we still have the blocker on the board as well. So, I'm actually a bit interested to see why I did this. Okay, so we swung 8, decrease the Kid. He's currently thinking if he wants to block or not. Is the blocking worth it? Like, this is the bit where he's like really just thinking, do I use this blocker? Because if I do, he gets Borsellino'd. Or potentially Borsellino'd. If he doesn't, he maybe get decreased by 2 more with a Great Eruption and a Hound Blaze, and he does choose to let the Kid die, getting that value out of the Kid, which is good. And I go ahead and discard a Borsellino, so I had a Borsellino. It would have taken the rest of my turn though, so it is a little unfortunate. But it looks like I'm just now thinking what the next play of action is. So what do I want to do? Like, I go ahead and rest 2 to play a brand new, revealing Hina, Rebecca, and Borsalino, and I accidentally put the cards at the bottom of the deck. That's a mistake. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, guys, I'm too used to playing, like, Nami and stuff, where we put them to the bottom. Like, black is the only color that does trash the cards it searches. So that was a mistake on my part. We go ahead and play the Borsalino and pass. Discarded a 7-drop to get a 4-drop Borsalino. Not bad, not bad. That's what I'm saying, not bad. Right, so what's the purple Luffy player gonna do? He's gotta get through 2 blockers and my 1 life to be able to win. So can he do that? Like, where does he go with this? So, he's got lots of cards in hand. That's just a fact. So how does he want to use these cards? So he takes the life, putting him on 9 Don, maybe dropping a 9-drop Kaido to remove the Borsalino. Sorry, not the Borsalino, the Bartolomeo. Okay. Meaning he only has a 5k swing though. But then, if I've got the counter in hand, he kind of just loses. And it looks, oh, okay, separating his Don into a pile of 4 and 5. Like, that can mean that he's going to play the 4-drop blocker block and also the Queen blocker. That's actually an option. That's a play. Because that means he gets to swing with the Luffy. If I don't block it, then it's fine. If I do block it with, like, the Borsalino, then he swings the 9-drop Kaido into the Borsalino, right? So this is interesting. Well, he doesn't get to kill it, though, because I've got the Bartolomeo, but interesting. So he swings 6, though. I take it, get a Great Eruption, and just trigger it, discard a card. He discards a Magellan. Not very relevant here. Maybe he was considering playing it, but he's going to go ahead and rest. So that looks like 5 to go ahead and play a Franosuke and swings for 7 with the Franosuke. And then I block and counter, and then he goes ahead and swings, and I just counter it. We'll block it with the Bartolomeo. Okay, so it's my turn now. He has 2 cards in hand. We swing 15, and that is GG's, guys. So that was actually a really cool game. Like, I mainly wanted to showcase this game to you guys because this is the 2 S-tier decks in the format, in my personal opinion, the 2 best decks going forward. And I really thought this would be a great game to showcase them, and I hope you did enjoy it because of that. But anyway, guys, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more One Piece content. Hope you did enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Absolute Duelist signing out. Later all.